Hello, world. My name is Hector Hernandez, and I am a real estate fund manager as well as a wealth coach here at Real Life Trading. If you'd like to know more about myself or Real Life Trading, please head over to reallifetrading.com. Get all your stock trading information and education, as well as your real estate education. And as always, please remember to hit like on this video and subscribe to the channel so you can get alerted with the greatness that is constantly being put out of this channel. Today, we have a really cool topic, something that Luis and I just accomplished, and we want to share with you all. It is basically how we made 40K in under 40 days. They say $1,000 a day keeps the bill collectors away. Well, I love that motto. I firmly believe in it. And I just want to share our story with you all because we want you to know that it is possible. It does happen. It's not every deal, but it does happen pretty often if you're out there grinding it out regularly and putting in work.
That is correct, Hector. Hello, everyone. My name is Alejandro Lopez. I'm also a real estate investor. I'm a real estate coach here at reallifetrading.com. If you go to Real Life Trading, click on the real estate tab and you get all our information, coaching information, mentorships, and everything. So let's go over this one. In this little show, we're going to show you how we did make $40,000 under 40 days. We converted, what was going to be a full rehab project into a little as-is sale, and we save our time frame from being a flip that's going to take us 4 to 6 months to just basically getting into a contract for sale, and off the door it went. Okay, so let's go over how we did this. First of all, between Hector and me, we spent less than 30 hours in the whole project, and that means reviewing the contracts, reviewing the inspections, and managing our acquisition team. Second, yes, we do have an acquisition team. They did most of the work. We train them, we tell them what to do, and we just manage them. If you need help setting up an acquisition team, please reach out to us. We can help you with that. That's not a problem. It's very simple to set up, and you just have to be on top of them, just like in every other business. Then, third thing, this property was a rental property. We bought directly from a landlord where he was pretty much tired of dealing with, broken toilets and broken things. And it was time for him to get out of the house. If you see the photos, you see that the house was in livable shape. Now it needed full updates, but you or everybody can go in, suitcases in, and move in. It was in livable condition. It needed a whole bunch of stuff to bring it up to date, to bring it up to comps, but it was in decent livable shape. Okay. Then, what we did was we always have more than one exit strategy. We either have the exit strategy, try to sell it as it is. We also have the strategy of doing a rehab and flip, or if things go sideways, our strategy is to rent it out and then we'll figure it out. Okay. In this one, what we did is once we got the property into a contract, we started talking to our disposition team. Okay, what happens if we just try to sell it as it is? Well, we're still getting contracts, we're getting information, we're getting contractors going to the property, getting estimates already. Our disposition team started marketing the property. Okay, asking questions. This was while we were under contract. We didn't even own the property. And as a result of that, our disposition team has a plenty amount of contacts, and we were able to sell it for a hedge fund that we're going to use it as a rental property. So into our house, into our hand, and out of our hand. So what did we do? Was pretty much not much, really.
All we did was change the locks, man. Just let's be honest here.
Yeah,
if you all see that last picture that Lewis had on the screen, if you want to go back to that first slide, you could tell on the picture that I take when we sold the property, we didn't even have a chance to get the landscaping and the property preservation team scheduled because it was so quick. We were under contract immediately, I think the day after we closed, or the day that we closed on our purchase, because our acquisition team, like Lewis said, was engaged and working on the project from day one. This is one of the reasons why we tell you all to have a team and to have your team working on it properly. So yeah, we changed the locks. Let's run through the numbers. Let's show you all kind of what the numbers would have looked like. As you can see here on the left is what we did. We wound up selling for $329. All the rest of the numbers are the same except for the last line, which is the rehab line. On the right is what we knew we could get based on comps, based on the market. Just like we tell you all, go out, look at comparable properties in upgraded conditions. As you can see on the pictures down here, the property was in very livable conditions, as Louis said. It just had an outdated bathroom, outdated kitchen. The seller did a fantastic job even painting the property for us, putting up light fixtures and making things livable and very comfortable. That's also one of the reasons why we were able to employ exit strategy number one. Otherwise, it would have been much tougher for that hedge fund to come in and buy from us. Had we fixed and flipped the property, we would have been at 350. It was in the bag. This is Florida, it is Clearwater, so slight chance that we could have pushed that number a little bit and pushed into the 360. But let's face it, it's this was July of 2022. Jay Powell is on a rampage to raise hikes. The Federal Reserve is absolutely trying to get inflation and the runaway prices under control, and it obviously does affect real estate. And we are not gamblers, we are businessmen. Yeah. We look at numbers and we make decisions based on numbers. And the numbers here, as you can see, when you add our subtract our $10,000 in closing costs and our $8,000 in marketing and bonus, I'll talk more about that in a minute. And the rehab, if we would have done the $20,000 rehab, which basically meant new bathrooms, a new kitchen, flooring, and some minor little things that we were going to squeeze in there for that 20 grand, we would have wound up making a $42,000 profit versus the 41 that we actually took to the bank. And we did it. We saved at the very least 2 months, maybe even 3, because it would have been easy a 5-week, 4-week construction. And the way the materials are right now, that could have easily been 6-7 weeks to then clean the property and then throw it on the market a month and a half, 2 months later. So we applied the time velocity of money, which all you know, it's crucial. It's not how much money you make, it's how fast you're able to make that money. Here's the beautiful part. Louis alluded to our team, our fantastic team that we've been building. Acquisitions team is the dialers do get paid a hourly wage, and the rest of it is bonuses. Our closing team, our dispo team gets paid when they sell the property. When they bring that money in is when they get paid. And so we have a marketing and bonus budget here that we subtracted from our gross profit, essentially leaving our net profit there on the line. And like Louis said, we're able to help you create those teams if you need help creating your acquisition team, your disposition team. But it's very important in real estate that you work with a team. This is a team sport. At the end of the day, case in point, under 40 days, we made the 41K that you see here on the screen. Let's talk about some key points. What made this deal possible? The fact that the property was livable. The fact that we left room for the buyer. We did not try to squeeze our hedge fund buyer. We added value to that relationship that our disposition team has built by leaving room in that number for them. They needed to come in, upgrade this bathroom and this kitchen, and turn around and rent it for top dollar, which is what their business plan indicates. And so we left money in there for them. We made sure that we protected that relationship, and we did not try to squeeze them all the way up, but we still made money ourselves. And that's the idea. We want to always make sure that we treat this as a business. I'm not in here for the sake that I love remodeling properties and I'm going to build a new kitchen and turn around and make $1,000 on my $20,000 investment. That risk reward just does not seem smart to us, and it should not seem smart to you. So yes, invest the money, rehab, improve, upgrade the property. Number one, if it needs it. More importantly, if you're gonna make money. Not every project needs to be a major renovation, but you always have to add value. In this case, we added value to the seller who was trying to get out from his tenants. He was done being a landlord, like Louis said. We were able to close in under 20 days. I think it took us about 19 days to buy the property from him. Zero stress. There was one member of our team went out, took pictures, did a visual inspection, and we moved forward because that's how we operate. We're very aggressive in our buying tactics. We closed all in cash. Again, zero risk or stress for the seller. And our buyer got to buy a property off market that met their numbers. And more importantly for this particular hedge fund was that the property never hit the MLS. They were very clear about that to our team. And so we made sure that we protected that for them and that they were able to get their numbers and get what they needed from us. So the next deal we bring it's only going to take one phone call again, and they're ready to buy from us yet again.
So what did we learn on this one? First, only do a rehab if you're going to add value and if you're going to make money out of adding that value. So what's the point for us to go destroy a kitchen, destroy a bathroom, get new contractors, get construction in, get everything done again, spend 3 or 4 months if we're just going to make $1,000 out of it? We checked the comps were for 350, we could have pushed for 355. That's an if. So what about we just take whatever is short and go with it? If you're gonna do a rehab, please make your money's worth. Otherwise, don't do it. Just clean it up and sell it. Second takeaway, have more than one exit strategy. Don't go in thinking that you're gonna do a full rehab and sell it. See what happens. Maybe you're doing more repairs than you should. So before you even start spending the money, before you even go to the closing table to buy the property, think about what your options are. And once you have your options, and every moment you can pivot in one of them. You can pivot when you get into a contract, you can pivot right after you close, you can pivot right after you're gonna list it. Make sure that you have more than one exit strategy and you're able to move swiftly between one and the other. Okay? And with this, we want to tell you to like and subscribe the video again. We thank you very much for joining us, and we hope that we enrich your life in some way with this information. Remember, we're also live every last Friday of the month in the Real Life Trading All Access Pass, 2 p.m. each last Friday of the month. And if you have any questions, you have any comments, you go reallifetrading.com, click on the real estate tab. You're going to have your information there. If not, also go into realestate@reallifetrading.com, and you can email us, you can ask questions, you can say hi, you can have, whatever you need, please reach out. We love to hear from you.
And remember, cash is trash, cash flow is king.
Thank you for being here, and see you in the next one.